My name is Teresa, and this is my son Ruben. We've been at Woodlands since fall 2015, and our friends are really good friends. Invited us to church. They had been there a few months, and they were raving about it, and they made the announcement that they had a youth group, and I was like, that's it, because I was battling on Sunday mornings to get him to want to go to church. We had friends who had gone through Growth Track. I decided to go, and by the end of that, in the personality assessment, I kind of figured out who I was, what my gifts were, and it turned out to be administration.
After Growth Track, I went to the tech team, which is where you use cameras to broadcast the whole service.
And at the time, Daniel was saying that they needed someone to help administer the Growth Track program. One of the great things about serving in Growth Track is the way it's set up really takes you through to get to know. It gets you closer to God, first of all, and then you get to know yourself. I think of it during the week. There's things that, in preparation for it, you're always thinking of ways to improve it, to make it more welcoming, to make it more exciting. But the point is that you're plugged in with other people serving God all the time. A few months ago, we had record attendance at Growth Track. We had 15 people. We had a flooded basement. We had to relocate where the class was, and we're in the church office, packed from wall to wall. So I'm just walking opposite of the class, and I'm hearing the personality assessment, finding your spiritual gift assessment, and I was listening to the questions, and I was like, I don't know that I answered that high on that one before, and I don't think I would answer that low on that one now. I'm just not really the same person anymore. Sometimes we go into things and we think we are who our environment has made us, but when you start serving God and you get closer to Him, you'll start to see that there are other things that may come out in you that you didn't even know you had. So I was still administration, very technical, very analytical, but what grew was the desire to serve. I've always loved to cook. I've always loved to be in the kitchen. I can't say that I would have ever put that kind of service in connection with service in my church. I learned that I could go to training to be a small group leader. So what we ended up doing was starting to share prepping our meals, and all of us would bring the ingredients for our salads, essentially. We pray at the beginning, we pray at the end, and in the course of it all, we share what's going on in our week. It's nice that now we started as being in service to ourselves and growing within our group. Now we're growing, and it's actually an in-reach outreach within the church, which I think is awesome. Anytime the church needs us to jump in and pitch in with food or serving food, we're all in. Like everything we do, Growth Track has evolved since the first time I took it. And if you feel like you're not plugged in like you thought you were in the beginning, or you feel like your faith in your service is waning, I would say if you haven't taken it for a while, come back and try it again. Maybe you'll find yourself to be a little different than you were the first time you took it. Maybe you'll realize that the church has changed, and the opportunity to lead small groups is huge. That's what it's all about, technically, right? I mean, you go to Growth Track because you want to know God and you want to get plugged in, but there's so much growing to do after. So I would say to someone thinking about it, just do it.